are 3 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians for the class of 1993. When I call their names, they will stand, and when they are all standing, we will recognize them with our applause. They will then come up to the podium and give us their speeches. The valedictorians are Anthony Larson, son of Roger and Rosemary Larson; Jessica Patno, daughter of Robert and Deanna Patno; Tamara Swanson, daughter of Wayne and Joanne Swanson. The salutatorians are Ricardo Polento, son of Ricardo and Natalia Polento; and Sarah Seekus, daughter of Mike and Luann Seekus.
The upper section? Okay, I see him.
Usually when we play, right? Everybody knows that. I used to say, Matt is over there, read my stuff. And I think come up here. And someone here I have to do this. Well, guys, this is what we've been waiting for, to get out. Ever since we started this year, if we count the days till today. Today we sat together as one big family, sharing one of the greatest moments together, our graduation. Muy bien, guys. Today is our last day together because this is, after this, we will each go our way. Some of us might travel together while others might go alone. Far away and high, it won't matter. We will each go our way. Whether we decide to go to college, we decide to go to college, that is okay. They are going to learn some more things. It does not matter where you go, as long as you go there to learn. So take pride where you're going. It is a job.
Well, I was Mrs. Rollins' class in 2nd grade. And first of all, Brock Alstringer stepped up and said, "For Christmas, I got 2 cars." And then it was Tracy Sanders' turn. Well, she went up there and, said, well, typical thing. Then she came down and embarrassed. She felt embarrassed and she told me, well, first of all, she was embarrassed, but I was actually jealous because while the rest of us were getting Barbie dolls and stuff like that, Tracy Sanders got her first prom. In the 5th grade, we had our first big disappointment. No trip to Winnipeg. Because of an outbreak of measles in Canada, we had to stay home and we got a party, and we got clapped, and we got to watch back to the And then in 6th grade, came along for the girls the long dreaded, and for the guys the long awaited sex education. Maybe it was just me, but it truly felt life-threatening when I had to read out loud in front of the class all the private parts and the true names of them. In the 6th grade, we got to take our long-awaited big trip to Itasca. Whether rain or shine, we all had fun. Christmas came late to Buster, Harris, and Gabe. Margaret. When we were in 10th grade, the band took a long bus trip to Dallas. Even though the bus hit an owl, people got sick, we still had fun with French at the Timberwolves game and marching around the hotel on New Year's Eve. Last year, the orchestra went to Orlando. We had a great time. The beach was fun, but what was even funnier was that when our bus driver dropped us off at Cocoa Beach, he went to the beach himself. He got no tan lines that day. The choir trip this year was rather commendable. It was a good experience singing in front of all the senior citizens, and we also sang at the Children's Shrine Hospital. But the most memorable part, and you'll have to ask Carl about this, is the action that took place between him and Lola. Now we're going to mention one of our teachers. Through Mr. K, we have probably held more jobs than our parents could ever dream of holding in their life. We have been embryologists, hematologists, psychoneuro, endocrine, immunologists, and many more. Best memory that Jeff and I have to do. When we were in 10th grade, he was demonstrating to us how the earth turned blue. He just kind of got up on the table and started. Okay, now I don't want everyone to get the idea that our class is perfect, although it's hard to believe. This year, en route to the homecoming game, the Queen with her wild ways and some of her courts got pulled over for reckless driving. She was lucky to just barely get there on time, because otherwise her father would have had to go out in the field by himself. At Blaster Beat this year, we really found out the talent for our class. We found out we have a super Madonna and 3 girls who are really versatile. Okay, finally, I will list some of the cliches of the past year. Gold cheeses, boop boop, and Tyler, can you help me?
Where's Billy?
Fellow classmates, family, friends. Today, 126 young men and women will begin their official journey into their adult life. Entering this new life, we may seek to lose our youth, but for us, our childhood memories and our friendships will never cease. We have known one another for many years. I remember our grand assembly at Washington in 2nd grade. That was when all of those Carmen and Lincoln students met up with the Washington kids. That was okay, but when we moved on to Highland, what a tragedy. I mean, how many people can one person stand to meet? And all of those 6th graders. Come on, look at my fellow classmates. I can't help but miss one friendly face. For last fall, our class was struck with the grim reality of death when Ryan passed away. We went through trying times, but pulled together in support of Ryan's family and one another. Ryan Helgeson was a great student, a great athlete, but most important, a great friend. We shared many a great memory with him, whether it was playing baseball in the snow, mixing smelly concoctions to wake those of us who fell asleep early at his birthday parties, or at least meetings, or just losing yet another arm wrestling match to Ryan. I could think of no one who was quicker to smile or more pleasant to be around. He held strong what he loved, and in his death left behind many loved ones. But it is a relief to me that he passed away with cheerful thoughts on his mind. Yeah, I get to start next game, he told me that day. In fact, football, his car, girlfriend, and family were all we ever talked about. So as he finished his homework, have two plaques today that we would like to present in honor of Brian. One I would like to take to Mr. Collins to be held in the high school. The plaque say, in memory of Brian Allen Helgeson, January 27, 1975 through October 13, 1992. And there is also a poem written on there by fellow classmates Jeremy DeBoer. It is entitled, The Way. Shall say, I am dying every day, but I am not crying, for I have found the way. Mr. Collins, I have to do this. For the Helgeson family, and if they would be able to come down and receive it tonight. God knew our lives would be richer with the addition of a special relationship. Someone who would tend our hearts and mend our dreams. Someone who would give without asking in return. Someone who would love without judgment and believe, regardless of the circumstances. God did not create us to laugh or cry alone. That's why He made friends. So now we are asked to say farewell, for we should never say goodbye. When we leave here tonight, we will have lost a piece of our youth, but will have gained a bright future. We will never forget one another in the great times we had. So until we meet again, I wish to leave you with a verse from Michael W. Smith's song, Friends. For friends, we will always be. Packing up the dreams God planted in the fertile soil of you. Can't believe the hopes He's granted means a chapter of your life is through. But will He keep you close as always? It won't even seem you've gone. Because our hearts in big and small ways will keep the love that keeps us strong. Friends are friends forever, if the Lord's the Lord of them. And a friend will not say never, because the welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, in the Father's hands we know that a lifetime's not too long to live as friends.
For you to work with them, but you have already heard that. So instead, I will tell you what else you can look forward to. The simple joys of life. Things like cheesecake and homemade apple pie, laughter, a friendly smile, a perfect sunrise. The things that make life worth living, but are so easy to forget about. Careers are important. They provide the money needed to buy food, shelter, clothing, and other necessities. They fill time and keep the world running. But what do you do when you aren't working? That is when hobbies are essential. 50 years from now, you're going to want to retire. But to what? To watching television and eating fast food? That may seem like fun now. But imagine watching reruns of Munching Pizza for decades.
Charleston. Her host family, Charles and Joe Larson. From the Netherlands, stand up. From the Netherlands, Alexander Cucciolillo, host family, Ray and Lily Dietz. And I would also like to welcome Alex's parents who have traveled from the Netherlands to be with us tonight. His mother is sitting right over here, and his father's up in the balcony taking a picture. From Finland, Tina McCullough, the host family, Curtis and Tamara Parkin. From the Rotary International from Japan, the Kumi Takahashi, hosted by 3 families, Thomas and Michael Jorgens. Yeah, it's Michael. Chuck and Kathy Sari, and Kenton and Barbara Freeberg. They will now say their goodbyes to us and their classmates. Come on up.
Thank you. And congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. So, time was so fast. I can't believe that I'm graduating from high school already. Anyways, I had a great time in Crookston. Both families are wonderful. I made lots of friends. I really like to stay Crookston. This morning, one exchange student from Mexico left Crookston. So I went to the airport to say goodbye to him. And I promised him we will visit him again.
I want to thank the whole family, Chuck, Joe, and Tina Larson, for opening the home for me. It'll be great. I really enjoyed my senior year here at Central High School. I made a lot of new friends. I'm going to miss you guys. And I will come back here soon. Bye. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Alexander Cucciolillo. I'm an exchange student from the Netherlands. First, I want to say congratulations to everybody. It's really nice to see you guys like this. I had a really nice year in Crookston. The only thing in the beginning of the year I had a little problem with swimming in cross country that I couldn't make it between a joke and when they were serious. So when they were making a joke, I got that. I don't know why, but I just did. And when they were serious, I was laughing at them. And they didn't like that. So, but push it up a little bit, and now I understand a little bit better, but still sometimes I don't know when they're joking or when they're serious. Okay, I said already I had a real nice year in Crookston. I want to thank everybody who helped me with my problems, show me how the way it is in the United States instead of in Europe. And I want to especially thank my host parents, Ray and Lily Dietz, and my own parents, Mama Cucciolillo, because those were people, they made it really possible for me. For the rest, I want to wish you good luck in your future and your new school. Thank you.
One of the foreign exchange students, Tina McCullough, opted not to speak because she told me in practice that all she'd do if she came up here was cry. So Tina, would you please stand up and we want to see if you're crying. We'll miss all of you very much, and we're glad that we had you with us and come visit us again. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to call upon our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Richard Larson, to award the scholarships.
As you can see in your program, we have several scholarships to award this evening. The criteria for consideration for these scholarships are briefly explained in the program. I will announce the recipients of all the scholarships, and they will stand, and I would ask that you please hold your applause until I've seen all of them, at which time they will come up to the stage and receive their scholarship. The Bremer Community Service Award is granted by the First American National Bank and the Bremer Foundation, is awarded to Rachel Brecken, daughter of David and Shirley Brecken, and Anthony Larson, son of Roger and Rosemary Larson. The Central High School Scholarship is awarded to Jessica Patnoe, daughter of Robert and Deanna Patnoe, and Robert Jacobson, son of Robert and Linda Jacobson. The Larson Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Sherry Schuster, daughter of Tom and Gail Schuster. The Stenchel Husky Scholarship is awarded to Sarah Sekas, daughter of Mike and Luann Sekas. The Franz Memorial Class of 1929 Scholarship is awarded to Gwen Jorgens, daughter of Thomas and Mike Jorgens. The Dr. Russell O. and Inez Sather Scholarship is awarded to Scott Blackburn, son of Steve and Debbie Blackburn, Pamela Swanson, daughter of Wayne and Joanne Swanson, and Paul Johnson, son of Robert and Joanne Johnson. The Eagles Auxiliary 873 Scholarship is awarded to Patrick Johnson, son of Robert and Joyce Johnson. The REA Scholarship is awarded to Michelle Fredrickson, daughter of Michael and Colette Fredrickson. Legacy Rotary Club Scholarship is awarded to Pat Wolf, son of Terry and Sue Wolf, and Angie Martell, daughter of David and Denise Martell. The District 593 Education Foundation Scholarship is awarded to Lisa Amias, daughter of Rod and Marilyn Amias. The Darren Amias Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Patrick Johnson, son of Robert and Joyce Johnson. The Crookston Masonic Lodge 141 Scholarship is awarded to Rita Rube, daughter of Michael and Diane Rube. The Senior Honor Award is selected by classmates and was established by the class of 1980, awarded to Paul Johnson, son of Robert and Joanne Johnson, and Jessica Patnoe, daughter of Robert and Deanna Patnoe. Youth Women of the Day Scholarship is awarded to Anthony Larson, son of Roger and Rosemary Larson, and Michael Shimba, son of Alan and Marlene Shimba. The Central High School Citizenship Award is given to Paul Johnson, son of Robert and Joanne Johnson, and Jessica Patnoe, daughter of Robert and Deanna Patnoe. The American Legion Citizenship Award is given to Anthony Larson, son of Roger and Rosemary Larson, and Allison Taylor, daughter of Richard and Mary Jane Taylor. Please give these outstanding students a round of applause.
you, Dr. Larson, and congratulations, scholarship winners. It has been customary for the senior class to select a member of the high school staff to address them at their graduation. The class of 1993 has selected Mr. James Myron, who has been a social studies instructor at Central High School for the past 23 years. Would you please welcome Mr. James Myron.
Suppose by now the hands have crept up and the socks are down, so let's stand up for about a minute, huh? Can't leave yet, though. I think at this time we should probably recognize the superintendent and the principal. Mr. Larson is going to line up to be the superintendent. And Mr. Collins is, as I understand, going to get his PhD in both. So if we could recognize, want to stand up, gentlemen? Appreciate all your dedicated years. I got excited about this thing tonight that on the way down to the gymnasium, my pacemaker opened up all the automatic garage doors in the neighborhood, so I don't get matter of fact, let's see here, we're all working so hard right now, probably have to use my car battery to charge it up tonight. Seriously, there's no greater thrill in life than to be honored by the people that you work with. And I thank you for that privilege, being able to say a few words to the honored guests of the graduating class of 1993. It's a very special class to me. In August of last year, I wasn't so sure I was going to be in this world, much less up here on graduation day. But thanks to you and the wonderful medical personnel, thanks to God, my fantastic wife and family. Matter of fact, I'd like to have my wife and her mother stand up, if you would, please. My son, I don't know if they're there, but also stay open on he's the best nurse in the world. Stand right over here. Stand up, Dave. I love you all. I'd like to also thank the community for the tremendous support and prayers throughout these difficult months. Thanks to all of you. I am here. And since the class of 93 has made such a special difference in my life, I'm going to make a deal with you. When you come back for your 10-year reunion, you look me up, because I'm going to be hobbling around here someplace. What about your future? That's what this is all about. And I know that this is somewhat repetitious, and I've said it many, many times in class, but you have an exciting time to look forward to. The next 10 years of your life will be the most challenging, thrilling days imaginable. And I realize that if we look at the world today, we've got a number of problems that we have to face, a lot of adversity. All we have to do is take a look at Bosnia, Somalia, Waco, and we wonder why. But I have every confidence in my own heart that together, you and I can make a difference. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote a definition of success, and I think it's very appropriate at this time. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics, and endure the betrayal of false friends. To appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. I've seen a lot of positive things from the class of 93. Those dissertations that you had on abortion were fantastic. You are outspoken, you're intelligent, you have a social awareness for many of the injustices and the inequities that are part of our society. You are compassionate, empathetic, kind, strong, and yes, sometimes even a little stubborn. But that's all right too. You have all of the attributes for success in life. If you can use these attributes to help change the world a bit, to leave this earth a little better place for people, then you have succeeded. When you get knocked down or have difficult times, think of what you have done for me. When I was down, you picked me up. When I was depressed, you said to never give up. And I really think that because of you people, the grass is a little greener, the sky is a little bluer, and the air a little fresher. I have gone from a very, very sick man who couldn't see, had a bad heart, and no legs, the man in fact teaching full-time to walking up on this stage today. Because of you and because of a lot of people in this auditorium and this gymnasium, I've gone 10 rounds with them and have won a split decision. Oh, I guess I know that someday I'm going to go down to the count. But to quote the famous Greek philosopher, Les Drexel, I'll tell you one thing, I'm going out kicking. I guess I really don't fear that day either. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Besides, there are a lot of social injustices I need to talk to someone about. We're not doing a very good job of that here, so maybe we can get a few things straightened out. And so, dear friends, I encourage you to accept life challenges and fight the adversities with all the quiet confidence that you've shown this year. Teddy Roosevelt was probably one of my favorite historical persons. He wrote a little thing called The Man in the Arena. And he kind of where I developed my smash mouth attitude toward football and life in general. He said that it's not the critic who counts, not the person who points out how the strong person stumbled or where the doer of good deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the person who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spends themselves in a worthy cause, who at the best knows the triumph of high achievement, and who, worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that this place shall never be with those cold, so his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. And now, I graduate. You know that it's too difficult for me to say goodbye, so I'm not going to. But I would like to conclude with a little bit of Michael W. Smith's song, reiterating what he said in the last couple of verses, because I think it's very appropriate. It's exactly how I feel about you people. Friends are friends forever. If the Lord's the Lord of them. And a friend will never see never, because the welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, in the Father's hand we know that a lifetime is not too long to live as friends. So thank you, and may God bless you.
The young men and women seated before us are these tremendously talented, extremely accomplished, very lovable class of 1993. In a few minutes, they will be the graduates of 1993. We congratulate you for your many accomplishments, both as individuals and as a class. And now that you are leaving us, we wish you great success and happiness in your futures. As we present the diplomas, we ask that you hold your applause until everyone has received their diploma. We also ask that you refrain from singling out any one individual by any whistling or other noise. They They are receiving their diplomas as class. Lisa Marie Hopple. Carrie Lynn Abrams. David E. Altepeter. Julie Ann Altepeter. Kristen Ann Catherine Altepeter. Brock Altringer. Lisa Rosemary Amiot. Gwendolyn Joy Applequist. Jamie Lee Howry. Julie Lynn Dean. Scott W. Blackburn. Kimberly Sue Blake. Todd Eric Bradley. Rachel Elizabeth Brecken. Angel Ann Bruley. Cheryl A. Bruley. Brian J. Carlson. Leanne K. Chapman. Miles Allen Chapman II. Brian K. Christensen. Lori Ann Clausen. Kelly Marie Proctor. Alexander G. Cucciolillo. Danielle Dahlgren. Scott Brian Dargis. Jeremiah John DeBoer. Todd M. DeBoer. Roberta Jo Delaney. Wade Allen Demereux. Scott Lee Goyer. Autumn Marie Duquette. Amy Lynn Dwyer. Brandon Lee Freeberg. Michelle Lynn Fredrickson. Melanie J. Gamber. Anthony Paul Gamer. James Gilbertson. Devin Stanley Glass. Darren Wade Goodite. Max L. Gribno. Heather Jo Brulat. David L. Haller. Rolf W. Hansen. Theodore Christopher Otto Hobbs. Alethea Day Holden. Adam David Hoppy. Joshua Robert Iverson. Robert Thomas Jacobson. Chad Paul Jess. Kevin G. C. Johnson. Patrick L. Johnson. Paul Ryan Johnson. Rick Aaron Johnson. Stephen Johnson. Gwendolyn Anna Jorgens. Christina I.S. Carlson. Kristen Ann Cagle. Brian J. Quinter. Carmen Marie Freibig. Regina Marie Kreutzberg. Anthony Stephen Larson. Janelle Faith Larson. Leslie Marie Lewis. Mark J. Lindgren. Jeremy Donald Lubinsky. Angela Dawn Martell. Mateo Joseph Maxfield. Brian Lee McWaters. Linda Michelle Mesror. Tina M. Nicola. Darby Errol Miller. Tamitha S. Finer. Lisa Louise Montroy. Brian Morris. Ruth Ann Morton. Christine Jo Lunt. Nydia Narvaez. Michael Curtis Nelson. Shiloh Ann Nelson. George Edward Knowles III. Carl Matthew Odegaard. Carla A. Olson. Adrian J. O'Neill. Tracy, we would ask you please to rephrase that. Tracy Glenn Opp. Nathan Eric Beauregard. Carrie Dawn Palmer. Erin Marie Parkin. Jessica Lynn Patno. Jeremy W. Peterson. Brian Matthew Blanc. Noemi C. Polendo. Ricardo C. Polendo. Samuel John Brett. April Dawn Rose. Britta Christine Rude. Tyler H. Ross. Michelle Marie Rusted. Tracy Renee Sanders. Aaron W. Skank. Gary Dean Schindler. Carrie Ray Schuster. Darren B. Seltzler. Michael A. Schimba. Sarah Jane Seekus. Stephen J. Sims. Sean M. Seelig. Brian G. Smith. Melanie Dawn Soltis. Tara Lynn Steer. Jody Lee Strum. Martin Avery Stuckey. Tamara Kathleen Swanson. Takumi Takahashi. Allison Jane Taylor. Jasmine Tates. Matthew William Badger. John Joseph Voracek II. Bryce Eric Wagner. Troy Alvin Wagner. Robin Ann Wick. Lisa Danielle Whitecall. Erin Ann Wilhite. Seth Peter Arnold Wilson. Michael Robert Winger. Patrick S. Wolf. Fidencio Yanez. I would like to personally congratulate all of you on your graduation from Central High School. You have been a pleasure for me to work with over the past 6 years. You have brought distinction and pride not only to yourselves, but to your families, your community, and your school. You can rightfully be proud of this day. I would also be remiss if I did not congratulate the parents for their accomplishments. For these young men and women could have done very little of what they have accomplished without your help. And also, lest we forget the teachers and the people who have worked from the time they came to us, to the time now that we are giving them back to you. I congratulate and thank all of those professional educators. The class will now stand and move their tassels from right to left to signify their graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony tonight. Thank you for coming. Central High School, the class of 1993. Congratulations. Mr. Lee.
we are going outside here.
Well, let me know. Because then I'll leave it in the shed.
Opera. Maybe I should go down there.
You did your duty.
Are they in a women's room down there? Or
No, they're just in the cafeteria, I think.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. That's all right.
Sounds good to me.
30 days is up again and I still haven't received a
Would
check
you
for 10 grand.
quit doing that, Ronnie?
This is the golfer.
Want to see my diploma, Ronnie? Here it is.
All right.
Did you hear my speech?
Yeah, it was great. Heck of an orator.
Heck of an orator, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a
Where's Bob and Deanna?
good question. Could be dark before they come.